Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good day to our fellows. Let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Nur Nazira binti Muhammad Zurtina, along with my partner Nur Hazira Afika binti Muhammad Fauzi. We will present our research study, Factors Influence Green Product Purchasing Among Malaysia Consumers, supervised by Dr. Nurul Hidayana binti Muhammad Noor. So now, I will proceed to research background. Green product purchasing has been discussed with global issues. Green product is being used in worldwide due to their environmental advantage, but it has not been familiar to all people. According to Jan G and Yeo 2019, use and purchase of green product have a lower impact and risk to the environment and prevent the production of existing waste. Durif, Boivin and Julian 2010 stated that green products are the criteria of processing that will protect the environment, and it is replaced with artificial ingredient with natural ingredient than the product that are non-toxic energy and water efficient, harmless to their environment. Next, I move to problem statement. Consumer awareness to buy green products is still declining. Environmental awareness and behavior towards awareness did not occur positively. Awareness is not strong enough to reflect behavior positively. According to Tan Ojo and Turasamy 2019, a recent report on sustainable consumer behavior in 51 countries stated that about 90% of Malaysians are concerned about the problem. A large number of respondents do not choose to change their behavior. They also noticed a survey of 616 consumer respondents who only 30% experience using green product. Therefore, it can be concluded that there is low awareness related to green product purchasing behavior among young consumers in Malaysia.
Okay, next we move to the research questions and research objective. For the research questions, the first is, what is the level of green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers? Second, whether there is any relationship between supporting environmental protection, drive for environmental responsibility, green product experience and social appeal on green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers. And the third is, what are the strongest predictors that influence green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers? Okay, proceed to the research objective. The first is to examine the level green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers. Second is to examine the influence of supporting environmental protection, drive for environmental responsibility, green product experience and social appeal on green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers. The third is to examine the strongest predictor that influence green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers. So, for conceptual framework, we can see that there directly relationship between four independent variables which are supporting environmental protection, drive for environmental responsibility, green product experience, social appeal between dependent variable which is green product purchasing. Next, hypothesis development. Here, we can see that there are four independent variables that consist two hypotheses for each variable. For non-hypothesis, there is no relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. And for alternate hypothesis, there is a relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. Research methodology. In our research design, we use the quantitative method used. For the unit of analysis, the individual who is a Malaysian consumer, which is between the range of 20 years old until 51 years old and above. For the sample size, we have 313 respondents among Malaysia consumers. With the sampling technique, we use the convenience sampling. With the data measurement, we use the linked scale. With the question from the independent variable in the dependent variable, and the source is Kumar and Godeswar on 2015. And the data collection, we divide to 6 sections. The first section A, profile respondent. The section B is dependent variable, and the rest section is independent variable. And the data analysis is we use the test of normality, reliability analysis, person correlation, and the last is multiple regression. Okay, next here is the demographic profile, which is analysis profile of the respondents. As we can see, here the majority of gender come from female respondents with 100.0%, and the frequency is 242. Then majority of age respondent is from 20 to 30 years old with 89.8%, and the frequency is 281. For majority of race is Malay with 93.0%, and the frequency is 291. Next, employment sector, and the majority is unemployed with 62.6%, and the frequency is 196. And the last is monthly income, and the majority is respondent is no income with 59.1%, with the frequency is 185. Next, we move to the main finding. The first objective, to examine the level of green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers, and this objective we use the analysis descriptive statistic, and the result is 4.0266. And the hypothesis in the objective 1 is the majority of the respondents agree that they are purchasing of green product. Next, the second objective, to examine the influence of supporting environmental protection, drive for environmental responsibility, green product experience, and social appeal on green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers. The analysis used for this objective is person correlation. For supporting environmental protection, the result of R is 0.528, and the p-value is 0.000 less than 0.05. Therefore, HA1 is accepted. Next, drive for environmental protection, the result of R is 0.525, and the p-value is less than 0.05, which is 0.000. Therefore, HA2 is accepted. For green product experience, the result of R is 0.806, and the p-value is 0.000 less than 0.05. Therefore, HA3 is accepted. Then the last is social appeal. The result of R is 0.656, and the p-value is 0.000 less than 0.05. Therefore, HA4 is accepted, so that they have a positive relationship between independent variable on green product purchasing. Therefore, all alternate hypothesis is accepted. For the third objective is to examine the strongest predictors that influence green product purchasing among Malaysian consumers. In this objective, we use the multiple regression, and the result is the beta value, which depicts that the green product experience is beta equal 0.648 and p-value equal 0.000, and social appeal beta equal 0.211 and p-value is 0.000 explain a high degree of green product purchasing. It shows that ensuring the green product experience and social appeal is can influential green product purchasing among Malaysian consumer for protecting the natural environment.
Next, I will explain our research recommendation. Firstly, adopt additional green product related campaigns, events and activities. The purpose of this effort is to raise pupil awareness and knowledge about green products. The Go Green campaign is the ideal initiative to address the challenges that arise from excessive usage of plastic bags. The step performed is the organization of 3Rs campaign, which is reduce, reuse and recycle, and the plastic bag less campaign, which has been running every Saturday at various retail stores. Secondly, the government should encourage pupils to buy green products. A range of concepts can be used to help this ecologically beneficial product, which can be examined through government channels. Thirdly, our recommendation is NGOs should market product to the general public. It's possible that NGOs will work together to provide and distribute education and awareness about these green products. Because NGOs have a strong communication network with both the community and government, this is possible. Consumers can help to ensure that these environmentally friendly items are used in their daily life. Lastly, green product variety in supermarkets need to greatly increase. Purchasers will be more likely to join in acquiring this green product if the smaller price decrease is offered for each green product or goods. Several stores, for example, practice eliminating the use of any single plastic through the Tesco programs. Next, I will proceed to research limitation and future suggestion. First, limited sample in our study. According to the findings of our study, a total of 330 respondents participated in the survey, all whom were Malaysians. Because the study was complete in a short period of time, the survey questionnaire was distributed at random among Malaysians interested in purchasing green products. During the next phase of investigation, the researcher will need to collect more data by conducting a survey among Malaysians so that the result can be used more accurately. Next, cross-sectional limitation. As a result, there are a number of biases in this study, so longitudinal studies should be utilized or to support or refute assumptions in future research. Lastly, our research used quantitative study. Because it was performed through a questionnaire, this study used an empirical technique which indicates that the data was not acquired in great detail. Future research should place a greater emphasis on data collection accuracy in order to eliminate study errors. In summary, all independent factors, including environmental protection, environmental responsibility, social attractiveness, and green product experience, were found to positively connected to green product purchase among Malaysian consumers in this study. This study can help the community to be more sensitive and aware of the importance of green product because it can protect and conserve the environment. That's all from us. Thank you.